History is a strange storyteller. It often carves the names of kings into gold, yet allows the legends of true giants to slip into the dark cracks of time. When we hear the name Leonardo, our minds instantly drift to the strokes of a paintbrush or the sketches of an inventor. But today, we speak of a different Leonardo, a man whose canvas was the mud-soaked battlefield and whose brush was a blade forged in fire. From 1570 to 1610, for 40 intense years, the earth of Europe trembled beneath his feet. Today, on Preyo Tidings, we peel back the layers of myth to reveal the life of a commander history tried to forget, but whose ghost still lingers in the fortresses of Italy and the valleys of France. While the streets of Florence and Milan were bustling with the beauty of the late Renaissance, a boy was born in 1570 who would care little for poetry. Legend says that on the night of his birth, the planet Mars glowed with an unusual crimson hue, a celestial omen of the blood that would eventually follow his path. Even as a child, Leonardo was an anomaly. While other youths studied Latin grammar or trade, he was found hunched over military maps, studying the topography of the Alps and the flow of the Rhine. He understood a harsh truth about the 16th century. Peace was a fragile dream, and power was the only currency that mattered. In 1580, at the tender age of 10, he stepped onto the training grounds for the first time. It wasn't just training, it was the birth of a legend. The decade between 1580 and 1590 served as Leonardo's crucible. He didn't rise to power through inheritance, he earned it in the trenches. In small-scale skirmishes across the Italian peninsula, he began to display a terrifying level of tactical genius. Why did the local lords fear him? Because Leonardo broke the rules of engagement. He didn't believe in the slow, heavy infantry marches of the past. He believed in shadows, speed, and precision. He knew every mountain pass and hidden trail in Italy. His guerrilla strikes were so surgical that even the most seasoned veteran armies found themselves chasing a ghost. During these years, the title Conqueror began to be whispered alongside his name. Leonardo's ambition was a fire that could not be contained by the Italian borders. In the late 1590s, he turned his gaze toward France. Crossing the Alps with an army was considered a suicidal move by many, yet Leonardo inspired his men to do the impossible. They marched through blinding snow and treacherous cliffs to strike the heart of French territories. He was a rare kind of leader, one who was equally feared and loved. In the cities he conquered, he didn't allow his soldiers to loot or burn. Instead, he brought order and protection. Because of this, many regions in France didn't just surrender, they welcomed him as a liberator. From the Mediterranean coast to the deep forests of Europe, his shadow grew. The royal courts of Europe began to tremble at the mere mention of Leonardo the Great. You might wonder why Google and YouTube are suddenly filled with theories about this man. It is because of his ahead-of-time brilliance. Modern military academies now study Leonardo's logistics, how he managed to keep an army fed and moving across thousands of miles without a formal supply line. Some historians even suggest a deeper mystery, that he was using secret engineering designs once sketched by Da Vinci himself. From specialized bridge-building techniques to psychological warfare, Leonardo was a man of the future living in the past. He was the bridge between medieval brawn and modern military science. 1610, the fall of a titan. But no empire lasts forever, and even the brightest stars must eventually fade. By 1610, Leonardo was at the zenith of his power. He was planning a unification of Europe that would have changed the world forever. But destiny had a different plan. He didn't die in a grand charge on the battlefield, No king could claim his head. Instead, in 1610, a mysterious illness took his life. Some say it was the work of poison from jealous rivals. Others believe the weight of 30 years of war finally broke his body. His death brought a heavy silence across the lands he ruled. Without his iron will to hold it together, his vast dominion fractured almost overnight. On that gloomy day in 1610, the world lost its greatest military mind. Leonardo the Great, a name lost in the fog of time, a story waiting to be told. He reminds us that history isn't just about the winners we read about in school, but about the rebels who dared to redefine the world. What do you think of Leonardo's journey? Was he a hero born too early, or a conqueror who simply asked for too much? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to hear more stories of the world's most fascinating hidden heroes, make sure to subscribe to Preyo Tidings.